Welcome to the JA presentation on being a recording secretary. Throughout the presentation, you will have the opportunity to stop and brainstorm ideas regarding this position. Please note your instructions given on the brainstorm slides. Welcome. You are now the recording secretary. You are an essential part of your organization. Your organizational skills are being put to the test. Did you realize that as secretary, one responsibility is to ensure that your chapter meetings run smoothly? Although your president appears to be the one totally in charge, the secretary is responsible for keeping the meeting organized. Does your chapter have long meetings? Do you leave feeling that goals were accomplished, or do you leave feeling frustrated? Does the meeting run smoothly with each person on the program knowing what to do? Your goal is to help ensure the chapter's meetings not only run smoothly, but that your chapter has accurate, permanent records of the year's business. Our first brainstorm slide. Look at the different topics, make your list, and we will discuss them in a moment. Now that you've had an opportunity to brainstorm about an agenda, are you surprised by what you know or did not know? How can a group of 25 or more ladies have an effective meeting without an agenda? Experience indicates the meeting would not be very effective. So many times, chapter members feel their meetings fail to stay on task. They also feel the meeting could be a waste of their time. This could be due to the lack of planning and communication concerning the meeting itself. Do you have an agenda plan for your chapter meetings? The president may plan the agenda and may ask for assistance from the recording secretary. Remember, this is a guide for your meeting. All members should know what to expect at a meeting. Look at this order that we have for you in taking and writing the minutes. This checklist is in the Appendix 1 in your recording secretary's manual. Have you read your manual? Agenda for the meeting. Before meeting, be sure that an agenda has been planned. You have emailed this agenda or are providing a hard copy at the meeting. Agenda script for the president. If the president knows the correct procedure and is following a guideline, the meeting runs smoothly. If the president doesn't follow a script, maybe you could suggest one in the Appendix 4 of the recording secretary's manual. Minutes for the meeting. Your minutes should be available to each member of your chapter. If you email these minutes, it's the responsibility of your members to review and indicate any corrections at this meeting. Follow the same format so that chapter members will have an easier time locating items in the minutes. Remember, minutes are permanent. Be sure all minutes are stored in a safe place. As a suggestion, old minutes could be scanned and saved as some type of medium. This could be a great way to earn hours for a member that has the skill and the time to organize these minutes. Roll call. A record of each member attending must be maintained. List of committees and members of each. You need to have current phone numbers, addresses, emails, and addresses of your life and associate members. How can you keep your life and associate members involved if you never stay in contact with them? Bylaws and governing documents. By reading at each meeting from your Constitution concerning the bylaws, standing rules, and your parliamentary authority, this can refresh and review your chapter. Be sure you know where your governing documents are kept, as well as any records concerning your chapter. Parliamentary authority. Robert's Rule of Order is always the authority for your chapter. Practice with Robert. He knows it all. Sample agenda. An example of an agenda can vary from chapter to chapter. It is important that the agenda is planned. This sets the tone of your meeting. By all means, be prepared. Brainstorm time. Look at the girl. She juggles many things throughout her day. I would imagine many of you do also. Look at the question, take a little time, and then I'll be back with you. If you need more time, stay on the slide. If not, here we go. As secretary, what should you consider is your responsibility? Your year needs to be a successful year. Why would you arrive late for a meeting? Do you want to set that type of example? Dress comfortably and professionally. Be prepared and organized at all the meetings. Have everything ready to go. Be alert and stay focused. Listen carefully and avoid distractions. Sit where you and the president can observe each other during the meeting so that you can relate any problems or concerns with the agenda. Minutes of a meeting are vital to an organization. Minutes are a record of your chapter's business. It serves as a historical document and allows a chapter the documentation where needed. Record keeping is vital. We have discussed the responsibilities of a recording secretary. Learn what your chapter expects of you. Your duties begin on May 1st of the current year, but chapters have their own bylaws that you also need to consider. Review some of these duties of the recording secretary. Did you realize you prepare the minutes for the board as well? On page 3 of your manual, the basic principles in writing the minutes is given. How-to examples are also given. Prepare a template that you can use for your minutes. This will save you a great deal of time. The agenda you prepared and the president's script also play an important role as to the format of your minutes. Remember to write your minutes in active voice. Record only who made the motions and follow the guidelines provided in your manual. Use pronouns if possible, but avoid descriptive words, criticism, or personal comments, and using abbreviations. All reports should be given at the meeting. The treasurer's report is usually the first report given. A written summary is also provided for the chapter. As a matter of record, various documents should be kept with the minutes. Remember, you are recording your history of your chapter. Do you know where your chapter charter is located? Do you have that individual permanent record and past records of all your members? Are current and past minutes organized and available if needed? If not, make that a priority that your chapter get organized. Keeping a permanent record for each member is so important, not only to your chapter, but to the member. The permanent record validates the member's credit for the year. Notice what information is kept on that record. Would you want to have your hours lost? I wouldn't. Look at Appendix 2 in your manual to see an individual permanent record. Are we perfect in all that we do? No. Errors happen to the best of us. Common keyboarding errors occur. Misspelling of names or incorrect dates could be just a few of the corrections that are needed. See page 5 in your manual for the exact directions in correcting errors to the minutes. See, you do need to read that manual, don't you? Brainstorm. We seriously need to check some things out. Just to keep you on your toes, answer the following true-false questions. True or false? You should state the name of the person seconding a motion in the minutes. False. Be sure to include the name of the person making a motion, but do not state the name of the person seconding the motion. True or false? A motion needs to be made to approve the minutes. False. After corrections or additions, the president usually states the minutes are approved as read, transmitted, or corrected. To effectively take minutes of a meeting, you must understand basic terminology and procedures. The recording secretary should have more than a basic working knowledge of parliamentary procedure. Do you know these terms? Main motion, second, discussion or debate, pending, subsidiary motions, privileged motions, incidental motions, division of assembly, vote. Appendix 9 provides more terms to familiarize yourself concerning parliamentary procedure, as well as the form Parliamentary Procedures at a Glance. In organizing your meetings, these terms and procedures will become a part of your everyday skills. Resources. There are many resources available for your chapter through our NAJA website. This website gives you information about NAJA, chapter projects, awards, helpful guides for your chapter, grants, chapter constitutions, and training videos, just to name a few. Why not assign someone in your chapter to visit the NAJA website to learn and share information with your members? This could be a great way to stay up to date with NAJA. B.J. Nichols is our NAJA Resource Center Coordinator at headquarters. She has all types of information that you can use in your chapters. Just contact B.J. and she can provide you all information. Wilma Wilbanks, our NAJA parliamentarian, is another person that is a great source in helping chapters with parliamentary procedures. She understands Robert's rules. The NAJA Secretary is always willing to help you with any questions you have regarding your duties. The current NAJA Recording Secretary and her address are listed in the NAJA Bulletin and on the NAJA website at www.najanet.org. Feel free to contact her at any time. Please know too that your staff, executive board, and CSCs are always available to you. Join NAJA on Facebook and Twitter. You will see what your sister chapters are doing throughout our regions. A winning team works together for the good of your community. Remember, we are here for the children. We are a part of the winning team.